If you're doing red light therapy and you're not seeing results, you're probably making one of these mistakes. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 common mistakes that people make with red light therapy. And number 3 is something that even the professionals get wrong. So I help people with their red light therapy protocols every single day. Sometimes I get to work with them before they start with red light therapy, but unfortunately, in some cases, there are people who have done red light therapy for a few weeks before I get to speak with them, and then we find out that they're doing one of these mistakes. So what we're covering in this video is the 3 most common mistakes. These are things even I did right in the beginning, but if you change them, you will get much better results with your red light therapy device. So the first mistake with red light therapy relates to distance. When you're too far away from your red light therapy device, there's 2 problems with this. The first one is that the light intensity will drop off too much, and as a result, you don't actually get a high enough dose to get any benefits. The second problem with being too far away is that the angle at which the light hits you will change. I've done a previous video, so I won't get into this too much, where we discussed beam angles and red light therapy, but basically what happens is when you're really far away, the light will hit your skin at a wider angle. This means that it doesn't penetrate as deeply. If you think of it going straight down into your skin, that would give you the deepest penetration. So when you're too far away, the light doesn't actually penetrate deep enough, even if it was stronger at that point, just because of the angle that it's hitting your skin. So the best distance to be away from your red light therapy device is around 6 inches. And I know what you're thinking, how do I measure 6 inches away from the device? Well, especially if you're a man, what you do is you pull out your tape measure. So we're back at the red light therapy device, and for the sake of keeping this video safe, I will use a tape measure to measure 6 inches. So I've got 6 inches over here, and if I had to put my face to the device and keep it 6 inches away, I'm just going to put my cheek right against there. It's about that far away. Let me switch this guy on quickly. So it's quite a close distance. That is 6, and that should be your minimum distance that you have. You can go up to 12 inches, so that would be about there. When I measure 6 inches against a body part, because I want to be able to reference this quickly, it's about the size of my hand. So take 6 inches, reference it on something on your body, and use that as a rough guide. So I know I could use my face and make sure that it's around 6 inches away, and then start my session around there. You don't have to measure every single time, you don't have to be pinpoint precise, but just get a general idea a few times and then make sure that you're sticking to that within every single session. The second mistake that a lot of people make with red light therapy is related to the time. So how long is your session? If you're only doing 2 minutes in a red light therapy session, you're not going to see any benefits because you're not delivering a high enough dose. Now, certain benefits like skin benefits will start coming up at around 3 to 5 minutes. But if you want to get the most from your red light therapy device, aim for around 8 to 10 minutes per session. The third mistake that people make with red light therapy, and this one's going to get me in trouble with the spas and clinics that offer red light therapy sessions, has to do with the frequency of your sessions. While you don't need to be doing your red light therapy sessions every single day, if you're only doing red light therapy once per week, that's basically like going to the gym once per month and expecting to see results. If you can, you should be doing red light therapy every single day, but at minimum, I would recommend 4 to 5 sessions per week. And the reason for this is the first time you do red light therapy, there is an adaptation process. I've done another video where we talk about the timeline of red light therapy and when you see certain benefits. And one of the things we discussed in there is that the first 2 weeks, your body is still adapting to more red and infrared light. So if you're only doing 1 session per week, then that means you're not really giving your body a chance to adapt to the light and to actually get the best out of your red light therapy device. With that said, even if you fix these things, there's still one problem, and that is that not all devices are created equal. So if you want to learn what to look for in a high quality red light therapy device, there's a link over here to a video. I will teach you what the 4 things are to look for in a high quality red light therapy device. After watching this video today, you know exactly what to do with the device. Let's make sure that you actually get a device that will get you results.